Hey friends, today I'm going to take some items that I found that are all leather and I'm going to polish them. I'm going to use regular polish and I'm going to use this Doc Martens balm that I found on Amazon, and I'm going to fix up some items to sell. I don't normally have the time, but lately I have a little bit of extra time on my hands and I want to see what it's like. My husband Thomas, Posher Dude X on Poshmark, is always polishing. I call him the cobbler. So I went into his secret box, don't tell him, to pull out some polish, and I ordered the Doc Martens, and I'm going to see what I can do with these items. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you what I have. So the last time I went sourcing, I picked up one, two, three, four, five, I think six all leather items. I was really happy to find them. I do a lot of sourcing at the bins, better known as the Goodwill outlet. And I found some items that other people would probably toss away or not consider. And I figured, you know what? I have a little bit of time on my hands and let me see what I can do with these items to bring them back to life. So I'm going to show you the items, and then in a few minutes, I'll show you what I'm going to do to the items. So this is a Fossil green leather wallet, and I'm going to see what I can do with this. Then again, here is another Fossil little leather bag. It needs a little bit of work. See, it has a little stainage. Let me see what I can do with that. I found this great Wilson's leather saddle bag. Like, look how nice that is, but it needs a little work. So I'm going to see what I can do. And then I found this bag. It's called Swirl. I think I comped it and I can get a really good money for it. It's another type of saddle bag. It is so nice. The leather is just beautiful and it even smells good, but it needs a little love. Look at that. So I think I'm going to see what I can do with this. And then the last two items are boots. So here, these are some Dansko boots. They need a little love. Again, I have extra time, so I'm going to polish those up. And then I have these Vince Camuto boots. And they look like they need a little bit of work. So if I can't do anything with it, it's not going to be bad. Because like everything that I have here, I paid less than $18 for when I was at the outlet. So stay tuned to see what I'm going to do with these items. Okay, so I wanted to show you a few of the tools that I'm going to use to polish and buff up my leather items that I just showed you. So one, I just took a regular towel that we're not using and I cut it up into pieces. I'll use one to like scoop out the polish and two to kind of buff. But then also, again, I told you my husband Thomas, I call him a cobbler. He has like bins full of like polish and brushes and all kinds of things, and he sits there and he repairs his shoes. So I snuck into his secret stash and picked out a couple select brushes that I'm going to do to buff up my items at the end. So I found these great brushes. It's a whole bag full, but I picked these because they're kind of like soft and they won't mess up the shoes. And then I found this other great brush right here. This is actually super soft, so I come in at the end and give the items a nice buff. Okay. So I'm going to be using three types of polish today. One is this cream polish by Kiwi. This is brown, so I'm going to use this for the Vince Camuto boots here. And then this is another Kiwi. This is old school, right? Old school polish. And you scoop it out and you rub it on. And this is Cordovan, and this is going to go onto those Dansko boots. It's like a red, dark red. And then for the first time ever, I am trying Doc Martens Wonder Balsam, which I'm going to use. It comes with this little sponge, so you scoop it into the jar. And I'm going to use these for my bags because I don't want to use any polish. And the cool thing about this, I've seen people use this before, and I'm curious to see how it's going to work for me because I don't want it to have a polished look. I just want to have it, just refresh it a little bit so it still can have like a little beat up look to it, but also I should be able to sell it because people will like the look of it. And these saddlebags, you can't beat them. So stay tuned to see what happens and how things turn out. So anytime you have something that you've never tested on before, find a hidden space. And on these particular shoes, I found the tongue. and put your polish on your rag or whatever you're using and rub it in and kind of give it a buff and make sure it blends in and it doesn't mess up your shoe or what other item you're using. So in this particular case, I already did a test right here on the tongue, and this is the Cordovan, which is just a red, and look, Thomas has been using this. And then I just took a little out and put it on my rag, and then I'm going to rub it into the leather. And it kind of seems dark right now, but thankfully it is a red. And then I just come back and give it a buff. I just want to kind of bring them back to life and not have them look all shiny or whatever, but get some of the nicks out and just kind of give it like a better appearance so it can be easy for people to shop. Like nice and kind of polished compared to, see the difference in the two shoes already. About to try this Doc Martens Wonder Balsam on a couple bags that I have. I finished the shoes and I'll show you that later, but I've never tried this before, this Wonder Balsam, and I want to see what results I can get. The jar is pretty small. I paid $9.95 for this on Amazon, and I believe, I can't remember how many ounces it is. I don't have my glasses on. That's horrible. But it's clear, and it comes with this little brush inside of this little tin, and it sits in here. And the thing that I'm going to start off with is this Fossil bag, so that I'm not losing a lot of money if the Fossil bag doesn't turn out right. But I already tried it. Like I said, you know, try it somewhere inconspicuous so that just in case it doesn't work out and you need to do something else like polish or something. So what I did here was I actually tried it right here underneath. Like, look at the difference in the bag. Like, already I'm kind of liking it. So tune in to see what happens later with this Fossil bag. So this little green Fossil bag, little wallet, I took the chance on it because, again, I purchased several leather items at one time when I was at the bins, and Fossil really sells well for me. See, it has like water spots and it's like really cute in the inside, and that's what appealed to me the most. And so I was thinking about, oh, well, maybe I can find some green polish, but I'm going to try to use this Doc Martens Wonder Balsam to see if I can bring it back to life. And so stay tuned, friends. So as you can see, the Wonder Balsam didn't take out the water stains, and it didn't lighten or darken it up that much. But I think I'm going to try to sell it. I'm going to sell it as like a weather beaten type of Fossil wallet, and we'll see what happens. I do really well with items that are beat or have holes or whatever, as long as I disclose that in the description, because there are some people who just like a particular style or brand, or they also are collectors and they can repair and do like a better job. And I didn't want to invest the money to buy some green polish. So this is what, and one thing that the Balsam did was it did give it like a little bit of a sheen, so it doesn't look as dull as it originally did. Okay, so now I'm going to be working on this Wilson's bag. This bag has a lot of flaws. This would be perfect. I could sell it as is for a person who just loves that worn look about it. This buckle I really like, so I think I should be able to get some good money for it. And so I'm going to use the Doc Marten Wonder Balsam and see if I can bring this back to life. We shall see, friends. Okay, I'm down to my last piece. This bag right here, like, look how worn it is. I can actually sell it like this if I want. People really love like worn leather. It smells so good. It's nice and heavy. Like, this bag, you can't beat it. It's just an incredible bag. And so again, the last thing I'm going to use is this Doc Marten Wonder Balsam and see if I can bring it back to life. Hey friends, I'm back. I'm finished polishing my boots and my bags and my wallet, and I wanted to show you the results. It was like a serious process, a lot of exercise. So if you ever want to get your steps in or get an upper body workout, then polishing is the way to go. So my only fail, I'm going to show you that first, are these Vince Camuto ankle boots. And see, they still have the water spots. I tried to come in with some brown and also try to use the Doc Martens Wonder Balsam. And it cleaned. It would have been wonderful if it didn't have the spots. And I didn't want to change it to another color to lose the authenticity of the boots. So these I'm not going to keep or do anything else with them. I'm going to give them to Thomas and see if he wants to do something with them. If not, they'll go back to someone. Really cute boot. Okay, so that's my fail. These are the Danskos. Look how cute they are. It's just a little nick in the front, but other than that, they polished up really well. I used this Kiwi Cardigan color, which is just a red, which is almost exactly the color of the boot. And look how great they turned out. So I'm going to list these in my closet. Now, I kind of called it a fail, but not a total fail. I'm still going to try to sell it. I didn't want to get any green for this Fossil bag. And see, it has like a little stainage and fading. I did put the Doc Marten Wonder Balsam on here, so it did give it like a nice sheen. And I think I'm going to try to sell it as is. I'll just be very descriptive in my description so that people can see. It's such a cute little wallet that I didn't want to get rid of it. Worst to worst, worst comes to worst, is real leather, and I'll sell it for $10. So I'll start off at 20 and see if anyone's interested, and then take the best offer that I get for this. Now, this is what I really like. This is another Fossil. This is this Fossil bag, and like, look how beautiful this is. And with this, I used the Doc Martens Wonder Balsam on here, which is just like a clear polish. It's kind of almost like the Kiwi has a polish that's similar, and it's much cheaper. It's probably only $2-3, but it was well worth the $9.95 that I paid for this little bottle, and it's still a lot left. It wasn't even a full container. It literally was probably about to here is what it was, and I only used like a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. So there's that Fossil. This is another favorite of mine. This is this Wilson's bag. Like, first of all, look at how it's shining. Look at this buckle. Like, seriously, I'm in love with this bag. It's like a shine to it. So I used the balsam, and then I kind of buffed it in. Thomas uses these great brushes, so I brushed it because I wanted to kind of still give it kind of like a weathered look to it, so it wouldn't be like so shiny. People can definitely tell that it had a little bit of issues. See, like on the corner there, you can see a little bit, but for the most part, the bag cleaned up really well. And for the final, this bag right here, when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to sell it as is. But then when I said, let me just try this Doc Martens Wonder stuff, I wanted to try it on this bag. I got it specifically for this bag. And because this bag, it retails for like almost $700. I don't know the name brand, and I'm not even trying to pronounce it. And I'm going to list it for a couple $100s and see what I get. So this is what it looks like. You have to watch the whole video for the before and after. But this is what this bag looks like. Seriously, seriously. Like, come on. Friends, are you kidding me? Like, oh my gosh. So I can't wait to list these items. I want to thank you, friends, for watching. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button so that you can get all of my videos. Hit the thumbs up and hit the little ding the bell so that you can get updates and reminders when I go live and have videos. From now on, I'll be having lives every Thursday at 8 p.m. A lot of special guests. Sometimes it'll be me. You never know. But I appreciate you for watching today. Take care.